Hi everybody, welcome to Willinrow Arts. I'm Leslie, and in this video we will be reviewing all the projects of 2023. Let's get started. For my first project in 2023, I recreated the Magnolia Pavilion from the Never-Ending Story. This is the ivory tower where the childlike empress lives. This project was made from various materials. I used air drying clay, polymer clay, I recycled materials, and this is my take on the ivory tower. I tried to make everything look like it was the ivory color and maybe everything was made out of stone. This was really fun to recreate. This was just my imagination and I think it came out really cool. I like all the lighting that I used and it just kind of glows. It's really fun. Next I have Carl Conrad Coriander's Old Bookstore. That is a mouthful. This is another project for my Never-Ending Story series where I recreated the bookstore where Bastian finds the book and steals it from the bookstore. This brings us to February. This brings us to February. I can't say February. This brings us to February. Oh, I just said it. I wanted to do a love theme project and I went back to things I did in the past when I had a physical shop. My main medium was wood. So I used a wood base and I cut out a wooden tree on my laser cutter. And then I used basically like a paper mache technique with tissue paper or paper towel to make the wood texture. And it's my favorite technique to use for wood. And then I cut out paper flowers and these little birds and I called this lovebirds. So now we have Morla. She is probably one of my favorite builds to date. I just love how she came out. I'm so proud of her. I think she looks so much like Morla in the movie. She is made from a variety of materials. She is polymer clay, she is air drying clay, she is sand, a little bit of everything. Next I have Girl in Field. This is also a multimedia project. The girl is made out of polymer clay and the tree is made out of wood and that same paper mache technique. But this time I used tissue paper leaves. This has faux grass, faux flowers, a little bit of everything. And this was a project I recreated from a painting I have in my daughter's room that's like the size of a door. And I did this painting of this girl with this tree. And I wanted to make it a 3D version. So I love her and she will be a treasured item for sure. Now we have the burrow. This was a two-part project. In the first half of the project, I made the box. It's made out of cardboard. And I made the fireplace and the staircase. And this was a new technique I came up with to make the stair railings. I just used wire twisted. And I wanted to make it look like roots, and I think it came out really cool. And in the part two, I created the bunnies and the little furniture and the mama bunny and the flowers, and I really love how this came out. The mushrooms are made out of hot glue and tubing. You can put lights in tubing and then make a hot glue dollop, and it looks like a really cool mushroom. So this was a fun project, and I love to make a million more of these little bunnies. They're so cute. My next video was just a studio tour and I wanted to show that you can basically make a studio anywhere. I'm in my basement. It works great. Now we have Artax. He is another Never-Ending Story project. And Artax was my first ever horse that I made in any medium. I might have tried to make horses when I was little, but this was extremely challenging for me. I didn't think I could recreate a horse. But I think he came out really good and he looks like a little pony and I think he's beautiful. So I'm extremely proud of him as well. Artax is made from polymer clay and then faux fur. Now we come to May Mermaid and I love her. She is so cute. I think she's so pretty. I was really proud of this sculpture because I feel like I finally got a face down in polymer clay. Is she realistic? No, but I don't think I can do very realistic. Mine are always a little bit cartoony. But I think she came out beautiful. And I love her face and I love her hair. She is 1/6 scale, I believe. Barbie scale. Is that 1/6 scale? I still don't have my scales all memorized. Next we have the Swamps of Sadness. So I just had a little too much fun with green screen this time. And because this was such a sad scene to make, I just had to create something that I thought was kind of funny.
But I'll be happy to go back hunting the purple buffalo.
No, wait! Come back, please. If you really are the Atreyu we sent for, you would be willing to go on a quest?
Yes, of course. What kind of a quest?
So in this diorama, I added Artex, and Atreyu is made from polymer clay. He is more of a cartoony kind of build. He's also very small. He's probably between he's not even a 1/12 scale. He's not quite a 1/24 scale, but he's very little. Next, we have my first miniature makeover. I used a room box kit and I recreated it into a whimsical design. This was a super fun project. This room box is 1/24 scale, so fairly small. And then I recreated the walls with joint compound and paper mache, and I changed it into this whimsical fairy tale type scene. I highly recommend doing a room kit makeover. It is so much fun. Now we're back into Never Ending Story projects again, and this was another one of my favorites. Now, Falkor was so much fun to make. Falkor is a mixed media of different things. He is air drying clay. I don't think I did polymer clay, but he's air drying clay. He is faux fur. He's sequins. He does have some polymer clay for his nails. I made some glass eyes out of cabochons. He was just a absolute blast to make. In this video, I am learning how to make foam pumpkins. And I tried a different few techniques. This was very fun, very messy, but a really cool medium to work with. So I do plan to try to make some different of foam spray type projects in the future. So this transitions, is that where I could say that word, transitions? We'll go with it. So this goes to the next project where I do another miniature kit makeover and I turn a miniature kit box, it's a coffee shop kit, into a pumpkin spice cafe using one of my foam pumpkins. And this, I think I even liked more than the last miniature makeover. But I definitely plan to do some more miniature makeover kits in the future. I got a couple for Christmas, so that will be a plan for 2024. Now we are continuing fall season where I do a recreation of the charming Over the Garden Wall series that was on Cartoon Network years ago. And this was so cute and so much fun to recreate. Everything's so much fun to recreate. I recreated Wirt and Greg in polymer clay, and then I made a full lantern out of wood, and I made the trees again with that same technique I've used in the past where it starts with wood and then I layer some tissue paper to make some texture. I cut out a zillion faux leaves and made all the other little characters that you can kind of find. They're hidden in there. Now we are moving into Halloween season, and I made my first posable character for this channel, and she is fabulous. She I think is my favorite human-like character to date. I love her expression. She's not necessarily spooky. She's more endearing, maybe? I don't know, but I love her. I think she's awesome. She can do so many different looks and positions with her hair and her outfit and her arms. She was so fantastic. I love her so much. Next, I did a little reboot of a wreath making video I made with my friend Jen. I want to add this series to Willinrow Arts, just a little here and there series of different crafts with my friend. We just have a blast together. In one of the last videos of the year, I am building the miniature house, the Fairfield. It is a 1/24th scale house, and this is my 1980s house series that I started, and I will be continuing with this series through the year, and we'll be making different rooms all in 1980s theme. So I'm super excited about this, but I got the build out last year, and that was a very tricky build, but we're now at the point where it's going to be super fun. We have now come into the Christmas season, and I have added Mrs. Claus to my cardboard cottage with Santa Claus that I built in 2022. So Mrs. Claus is now home at her cottage with Santa, and she is a cute lady. She's kind of a gnome-ish Mrs. Claus, because I went with a gnome-ish Mr. Claus. And I was really happy that she could finally join Mr. Claus in the cottage. She is made from polymer clay and has faux fur for her hair. My last project of 2023 was a amazing collaboration with Whitney Labrie. She made a room box for A Christmas Story, and I sculpted her Ralphie. So I know you're asking what is in store for 2024. For 2024, we have lots of fun projects coming. I am continuing my collaboration with Whitney Labrie. She made me some 1980s decor from my 1980s house. That will be one of the first videos coming up shortly. I also have another collaboration in the works that I will give you details for soon. I will also be continuing with my Never-Ending Story miniature diorama series. I have a mirror gate project coming up very soon. We will be doing some more whimsical kit makeovers in the near future. I will be working on that 1980s house throughout the year, my 1/24th scale Fairfield remake, and there'll be many new projects along the way. Please let me know if you have any suggestions, anything you'd like to see, or interested in any of those. Please like and subscribe, and please comment in the videos. I love the community here, and I love hearing what everybody has to say, and I love getting to know you all. I also started a Patreon. It's only $2 a month, so if you're interested in supporting my craft and seeing some behind the scenes stuff, go check that out. Thanks everyone for following me and all the wonderful support you have given me this year, and I can't wait to see what's in store for 2024. Happy New Year. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you soon. Bye.